Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a little game called Pixies. Pixies is a game published by Pandasaurus, at least my version. I think it was published by Bombix as well, but I have Pandasaurus. Designed by Johan Goopy. I may have said that incorrectly, I apologize. Plays, I can't read that, it's so small. 2 to 5 players, 30 minutes, ages 8 plus. And effectively what you're doing in this game is there any theme here? With the passing of the season, small creatures emerge from nature. Choose friendly creatures to join you, guided by their numbers. Match cards up and collect colors to score the most points. So not really any theme, but you're taking on the role of these little pixies. And you're basically trying to score numbers ranging 1 through 9. You're going to score cards in 3 different ways. They're going to be worth the value on the card if you can validate it, which means get a card flipped flipped this way. So this is showing under the card. They'll be worth the value. You're going to score points based on colors that are connected to each other. So if I had these 2 cards next to each other, like this, 1, 2, 3, then 4, that'd be 2 points, or 4 points in the first round. It goes up each round. You're also going to score points based on these symbols. So these are extra positive points. These are extra minus points. And you're going to score points based on, if I can find a card, some stuff like this. You're going to get points for extra points per color if you have some of these cards, okay? That's the game. It's a simple drafting game that plays over 3 rounds, and you're trying to be the first to fill all 9 spaces of your play area. Once that happens, the round ends, you score, you do it all again, with a little bit of the scoring changing each round. So, enough of that. If you want to check that out, you can click the link in the video description, and I'll play through a full round. If you don't care about that, you can stick around here, and we'll look at the components. All right, so let's take a look at the components for Pixies. First off, look at this box. It's adorable. It's cute. This is consistent with all the art on the cards, which I'm going to show you. It is adorable. It's like actually made out of like acorns and stuff you'd find in the woods, which I think is fantastic. So there you go. Rule book is kind of obnoxious. It folds out and it has a score sheet that you don't want to mark on unless you want to mark in your rule book. But you can print some off of the website, but there is this cool poster on the back. Now let's look at the cards. The back, pretty cool. There's 4 colors in the deck: green, yellow, red, and blue. That's what those symbolize. They're not linen finish, I don't believe. No, I don't think so. But look at these art. Look at this art. The art's fantastic. Just going to show you some of the random art cards. There's green. Look at that. That's adorable. It's so freaking adorable. The graphic design is really easy to see. If you have color issues, there's a color icon down at the bottom, similar to Sea Salt and Paper if you've played that game. Look at that. That is so freaking adorable. I love everything about the art on this game. The fact that it's like practical art that someone actually made. I love it. That's how Sea Salt and Paper kind of is. It has origami. Same company, Pandasaurus, also did that game. But yeah, this is amazing. It's got a violin. I mean, how cute is that? That guy's got a little squeeze box, I think. That's pretty cool. So cool. A little robot frog. I love it. So, the components are amazing. The cards, I wish they'd be linen finished, but that's just a small gripe. I don't really care that much. You are doing a lot of shuffling, though, so keep that in mind. You might want to sleeve them. But overall, no issue with the components. Adorable art. Probably the highlight of the game is the art. And small box is always fun. So there you go. Those are the components for Pixies. Let's talk about what we think about the game. All right, so this is a really small little card game. It's in the similar vein, which we've covered on the channel, of Sea Salt and Paper. Same size box. There might be more game in Sea Salt and Paper from a decision standpoint, but that does not mean that this is less of a game. This game is really fun. It's gorgeous, and it's super easy to teach. You're going to draft a card, and you have to get Number 1 can go in your 1 space. There's an invisible 1 through 9 grid, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in front of you, and you take a number, it goes in the appropriate spot. If you can get a card flipped upside down underneath it, then the card will score the number that's on the card. That's the crux of the game. And then you're trying to get same colors next to each other and possibly get more swirls than X's to have as many points as possible. It's super, super fun. There's not a ton of decisions, but there are some decisions. So say there's 2 4s out there, but one of them is a wild. Maybe one of the 4s gives me an extra 4 swirls, but this is a wild. And this would really help me turn my color group into 5. So while I have an extra 4 out there, this will be 5. So I'm looking at all that, and I still want to validate everything, and I'm just trying to do the best that I can with the cards that are out there. So not a ton of depth, ton of strategy, but there is a ton of fun in it. And that's kind of where I'm starting to lean with games, is I just want to have fun playing games. And that's what gaming should be about. And I think that's what this game does. It's just fun. It's nice to look at, and anybody can play it. So I'm going to give this a BGM acceptance seal. It's going to get a 7.5 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 3.75 out of 5 wrenches on our arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we like to give the games that we enjoy, and that's what I am going to do. So that is Pixies from Pandasaurus. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.